Our nation's welfare programs continue to trap Americans in a perpetual state of dependency on government assistance. These programs are allowing too many able-bodied adults to sit at home, resulting in major workforce shortages and driving costs up for businesses. The culture of dependence must be replaced with the culture of self-sufficiency and personal responsibility.
We need to restore the dignity of work and the work ethic in this country, not just because it's a fiscal matter, because it's good for people to use their God-given talents to contribute to our great country.
The idea that because somebody is on a government program, that they are going to stay on a government program forever is not something that exists. There are many countries around the world who provide government assistance where people are not constantly on welfare. We have to provide the bootstraps if we are saying people need to pull themselves up. Thank you, Chairman. My amendment will restore the 2024 appropriation funding to the funding levels agreed to in the Fiscal Responsibility Act, protecting vital economic security programs. This budget resolution would lead to dangerous cuts for social safety programming that millions of our constituents rely on to meet their basic needs. Mandatory spending for income security programs, including SNAP and TANF, would be slashed by nearly $1 trillion under this budget framework. The Women, Infant, and Children program, which provides nutrition assistance to 5 million women and children, would be cut by $800 million. House Republicans would also cripple new affordable housing development under this proposal. Funding for home investment partnership programs would be cut by nearly 70%, resulting in 20,000 view homes being constructed or renovated in communities across the country. These cuts would increase housing costs further by eliminating funding for housing choice vouchers for 20,000 households, including approximately 6,000 households headed by seniors. The added cruelty of these implicit cuts is the timing. The United States is grappling with a rising food insecurity and poverty rates as the positive impacts of past economic support, like the enhanced child tax credit, have faded. We are also dealing with affordable housing shortage. This is only getting worse in this high interest rate environment. And yet Republicans are determined to force deep cuts to programs that help keep people fed and safely housed right before the winter during these hunger and housing crises. My amendment would ensure that Congress does not leave countless Americans out in the cold without enough food to feed their families. If you care about your constituents' livelihoods and well-being, you should vote for this amendment.
As a nation, we must break this cycle and return our welfare system to its original purpose as a temporary, I repeat, temporary safety net for those truly in need, not a final destination for able-bodied Americans who refuse to work. Let's end with a question on my part here. Tell me government programs that actually create the environment of a hand up, not a hand out.
I believe the people of this country are dignified people. No one stands in line to get food unless they need it. No one goes through the rigorous humiliation that it takes for you to apply for welfare programs. Dignity is within people. What we are talking about is the work that we have to do here in government to try to support those who need it. I also know that there are countless members on this committee and in Congress who have had the support of government programs, who are now wealthy and well off. We have to provide the bootstraps if we are saying people need to pull themselves up.